Well, you all saw the title of this video and you know what is coming. Phil Foden is a 23-year-old English international playing for Manchester City Football Club, and fun fact, he is 6 days younger than me. His contract currently expires in 2027 and he's currently valued at around 110 million euros. So why am I making this video? I'm making this video because we lost my uncle. We lost İlkay Gündoğan. Kevin De Bruyne is getting a scan for his reoccurring hamstring injury from the Champions League final, in which he said in an interview was a reoccurring injury from months before that on Monday, and it's looking like he will be out for at least a month or two. First time in around 5 years I've seen actual rumors on social media of a potential Phil Foden exit from Manchester City Football Club, because apparently the interest that we have for Lucas Paqueta is drawing attention towards Phil Foden, meaning that Pep Guardiola doesn't really trust Foden in the midfield. Take a look at his stats for last season. He scored 15 goals in all competitions, 8 assists in all competitions, 11 goals in the league, 1 in the Champions League, and 3 in the FA Cup, 5 assists in the Premier League, 1 in the Champions League, and 2 in the FA Cup. The most interesting thing about this is he's played 48 games, but he was subbed on for 19 of them. So for around 20 games from last season, he played like less than 20-25 minutes each game, and he was substituted out 14 times. So 14 plus 19 is 33, 48 minus 33 is 15. So he played a total of 15 games from start to finish based on what I see here. We all know Phil Foden is a very versatile player. He can play on the right, left. He played a majority of last season out as a winger, specifically on that left side as a left winger, as a left midfielder. His best goal-to-game ratio came actually as a right mid. I'm sure many of you were mesmerized by that amazing skill that he had against Burnley from that scooped pass from Kovacic. This guy is the most technically gifted football player from England that I've ever seen in my life. Just a quick interruption. I just reached 4,000 subscribers earlier today, and I want to thank you all so much for everything. Thank you so much for your continued support. Over the last couple of months, 4,000 subscribers, that is just surreal. The road to 5K, oh my goodness, actually starts today. So without further ado, enjoy the video. Thank you all so much once again. I'm making this video because I think it's time that we take accountability for this guy. I think it's finally time for him to step up. This is, and trust me, I do not want to be saying this, this is a perfect time for him to step up with Kevin De Bruyne being injured, İlkay Gündoğan out. Phil Foden is going to be our most technically gifted attacking midfielder if we can play him in that role. No offense to Julian Alvarez, he does not have that ability to pass. Julian Alvarez is a fantastic player. I love him so much. He's one of my favorite football players in the world, and I don't think he has the capabilities of playing in that center attacking mid-role, obviously. That's really not a controversial opinion when you say it like that. I'd rather have Bernardo Silva in there and have Alvarez out on the right or something like that. But I would say it's time for Phil Foden to actually step into the boots of some of the idols that he's mentioned over the years. You know, his idol was David Silva growing up. You can see the similarities, the left foot, the genius ability to pass the ball, the genius ability to dribble out of places, dribble out of mazes that the opponents make for you out in the pitch. I can see the similarities, but it's time to finally act on it. I honestly would have chopped off my left pinky if Phil Foden scored that goal in the Champions League final. I made a video, I think, a year and a half ago, before the beginning of last season, saying Jack Grealish was going to erupt. I predicted he had 10 goal involvements in his first season, I think, and I said he was going to double that for the second season. But particularly, I said in that video he was going to be a regular starter. He was going to be one of our best players, one of our best up-and-coming players on that left-hand side. He's creative. The amount of chances that Jack Grealish creates is astonishing. I think he has a record for the most amount of chances created by an English player in a single Champions League campaign. So yes, Phil Foden has more goal involvements, but Jack Grealish was absolutely pivotal to our treble-winning season last season, and Phil Foden was not, and that's just facts. Jack Grealish basically created 2 of Bernardo Silva's goals that came against Bayern Munich and Real Madrid. He slipped a pass into Gündoğan and it ricocheted off a Real Madrid defender. Bernardo Silva heads it back. It's 2-0 to Manchester City. Grealish's determination against Upamecano in that Bayern Munich game led to Haaland chipping it to Bernardo Silva. That all started from Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish has an ability to create chances that Phil Foden just hasn't done yet for Manchester City on a consistent basis. I got this jersey like a month and a half ago, and I chose one player. I had a chance to, get someone like Walker, get another Kevin De Bruyne jersey, get another Julian Alvarez jersey, maybe a Gavardiol New Jersey, a Kovacic New Jersey. But I decided to get Phil Foden on the back because I genuinely believe that this is his year. I genuinely believe that he can do this. He has the footballing ability. The football talent is there. He just needs to find that killer aspect, that killer mentality that some of the great football players of our generation have. He just needs to find it, develop it, nurture it. We have to keep trying. And most importantly, we have to take accountability. I'm so sick of pretending like Phil Foden is the greatest young player in the world without results, without a Player of the Year award, without single-handedly winning us a game in big moments, because a lot of the goals and assists he had from last season in those big moments came when the game was already dead. I don't want to see that for this season. I'm speaking facts here because I don't want to lie to all of you. I don't want to say Phil Foden is the best. He's the best young player in the world. He's better than this. He's not. Okay, I don't rank him above Pedri. I don't rank him above Bellingham, above Vinicius Jr., above Haaland, above Mbappe, above Saka, or above Odegaard, or above Victor Osimhen. I don't. And that's not a knock against Phil Foden. It's just because he may be technically more gifted than those players, but in terms of importance and in terms of if he's better, he's not. Because better just doesn't mean talent. It means output. It means results. It means consistently delivering for your team. No, it's a harder task for Phil Foden to get into the Manchester City team. It's not an easy thing to do. We have one of the best squads in world football right now. But it's time we take accountability for him. I bought this jersey for a reason with his name on the back because I genuinely believe he is going to be that guy for us this season. Let me know what y'all think. I'm going to pose a question down below in the comments. What do you expect from Phil Foden? What does he need to do? I'm not going to give a target in terms of numbers because Phil Foden delivers on numbers. He just needs to deliver on big moments consistently. That is the key thing that I want to address in this video. Key moments, big games. I want to see him starting. I want to see him being utilized in that position. This next month for Phil Foden is massive.